I got a couple things to promote. One, I'm going to be doing an article, a write-up. I just got this from Dr. Luigi DeRuba up in
Hmm.
Connecticut. He's got a really interesting case against his old divorce attorneys,
Hmm.
and they actually were a couple, Calabrese and Sreenivasan, or is Mohan something or other, and they were married. The husband and wife team were married,
Hmm.
and then they decided to get divorced. So the
Hmm.
lawyers decided to get divorced. They filed a lawsuit against Daruba claiming that he signed a mortgage while he was their client on one of his properties to secure the fees.
Hmm.
Now, there's a whole bunch of bells and whistles when you have a situation where you want a client to sign a mortgage. Well, they're already your client because of the fiduciary duty that attorneys have. You need an independent review. You need all that stuff. But on top of that, they go and they sue on this lien because they're liquidating their law firm based on the divorce,
Hmm.
and they don't have any of the paperwork in order.
Hmm.
So he files to get the discovery. The judge throws out the case because the discovery sanctions to say that these attorneys, you don't have it. You put this in hastily. You throw in paper. You don't have this thing. You're trying to get this money from this person. He turns around and he sues them. Oh, he didn't sue them. He grieves them. He goes to files attorney grievances against both of these attorneys. He answered one of them already, and the group says, or the attorney grievance committee has already said, look, yeah, the case with the mortgage is still about to be thrown out. It's in the final throes because the attorneys filed an order to show cause to try to reopen it. So when
Hmm.
that motion gets resolved, we're going to docket the grievance. We're going to hear the grievance because there's enough here. We believe there may be probable cause. They said, they're signaling attorneys deal with this guy, pay this guy off so you don't get we don't have to act. But this goes to show a very important point. Michael Volpe, Luigi DeRuba, a chiropractor, Michael Volpe, the journalist, even Rich Luthman, the journalist, anybody else, no matter what you do, everybody has a job or a profession. And when you go to divorce court, they don't cut you a break because you have a big story you got to cover, Mike Volpe, or Dr. DeRuba has a big client, a big patient that he has to treat. Why should an attorney get special deference because they were behaving poorly or they had commitments during their divorce? This
Hmm.
is a bit of a double standard where lawyers get treated differently than everybody else in divorce court, where I can see situations where you have surgeons, top surgeons, and the judge tells the surgeon, "We're having a trial on these dates. I don't want to hear that you scheduled the surgery on these dates. I don't care about who the patient is. The patient could be the president of the United States. You're not doing surgery on these days. You have to be in my courtroom for the divorce." There are judges that have said things like that from the bench.
Hmm.
How do these lawyers get a break when nobody else gets a break?
That's a
So
great
that's the
point.
story. That's the story. Well, I've written about it already. This is going to be the follow up on the story.
I've done a few things on Luigi's case. He's a very good chiropractor in Connecticut. It's a horrible case, but everything you're talking about, none of that I knew. So continue to peel the onion. We will be back next week. I am Michael Volpe. This is Richard
And
Lutman.
a quick promotion of the familycourtcircus.com. Mike Volpe's contributed. We have Julie Holborn Anderson who's been contributing Family Court, and we're trying to put together a good roster of Family Court people to put some of their pieces up there as a good hub for family court journalism. So
All
the
right.
familycourtcircus.com, the transformed post Paul Voigt version of it.
All right. Have a great week, everyone.